So Libra, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so in this video I'm going to be channeling messages, guidance, advice from your spirit guides, from source, from the universe, okay, to really help you align with the magic of Leo season. Are you excited? Are you ready? All right, let's jump in. What's the overall message for my beautiful Libras? And you know, Leo season is the time for you to like really stand in your light, really radiate your energy, really just be open to sharing your light. And then don't forget, we have Venus retrograde. And you know, Venus is your ruling planet. Venus doesn't really like being in Leo because Venus is more sharing, more attractive, and Leo is more self. So whereby you as Libra, you're used to saying we. This Venus retrograde is really going to force you to say I, me, first, then we. Without an LC I or without an LC me. There can't be an LC we or LC us. Okay? Message from my beautiful. You know when I shuffle and no message come and then I shuffle and everything pause. I'm like, okay, so one message from my beautiful Libras. So Libras, you are realizing like you've outgrown some places, like some things are just not good for you. So there's no point in you repeating those lessons. Do you understand? There's no point in repeating those lessons because you know they are not good for you. They don't help you to grow. They are not in alignment with what you're trying to do. This might be friends, but I'm also hearing like a focus on like relationships. This might be friends, this might be relationship partners, it might be work, but it's just like anything that is keeping you. But I'm really hearing it's more of partnership, okay? Less of work, more of your intimate relationship. So this might be someone you've outgrown, okay? So this is someone you've outgrown. This is someone that is not good for you. Let's be very honest. This is someone that can tear you into bits, almost like they build you up and they tear you down. Almost like they mess with your confidence. They mess with your confidence. They mess with your self-esteem. They mess with your self-awareness, like your self-assuredness, your self-love. They mess with your identity of yourself. Almost like they try to like play games with you, try to like trick you into doing things that favor them but don't actually favor you. And you've seen it. Your season is bringing you the illumination, is bringing you the light to really stop deceiving yourself and to really like face and accept the fact for what it is. I know that you can't continue in this cycle because the cycle is destructive. It's not helping you because you both are not in alignment. Yeah, like your focus, your goals, they are different. What you're trying to work on is different. So there's no reason to continue or to try to manage. No, this is just about cutting it off. Okay? Okay, let's see. The other cards, okay? You also have, it seems like you're saying like, oh, okay, where's the next step? So where's the next step? So for relationship, you're definitely ending relationships that are not in alignment because I'm telling you, these people have nothing good to offer you. Can you see? This is a shark and this is a fish. What do sharks and fishes have in common? One is a prey and one is a predator. That's just it. So in this relationship that you found yourself, one person, you are the prey, the person is the predator. Spirit is never mean saying words with you right now. You are the prey, the person is the predator, and the person feels like they can take advantage of your innocence, of your charm, of of your fairness, your ability to get along with others. Those are things they see. Like they see you, but you don't see yourself. Because if you truly see yourself, then you know that choosing to stay in that situation does not even serve you. So you're like this beautiful rainbow fish, but you don't even see all your colors. You don't see the iridescence of it as it shimmers, as you glow. You don't see like what people see, what keeps people attracted to you. Don't forget you're Libra and you're Venusian. You're very attractive because that's your ruling goddess. Like Venus ruled Librans and Taurans, they're very attractive. Okay, so you're able to attract people, you're able to create interactions, communications, conversations, and this person sees it, and they are, should I say, they're jealous. It's not jealousy, it's just more like they want to keep you like to themselves. They don't want, so if you are standing by yourself, you'll be able to share your light to the world. But this person doesn't want you to do that. They just want you to share their light for them. So imagine like the sun, and then one president just goes there and says, okay, no, the sun is only for my country, it's not for all the world. That's really how it feels. Okay, and Spirit says that there's no point trying to say, oh, I don't know. You already know. All the answers have been revealed to you. It feels like you've gotten this insight. You are clear on what this person is. Okay, so you are clear on what this person. For some, it might not be like your intimate partner. It might be a friend. It might be a colleague. Okay, that you just have to get away from. Just cut off the connection, block them, change your number or something. But Spirit is saying like, okay, you already have, because you're also in this place of change. You're in the place of change, of movement, okay? And you're trying to ask like, okay, so if I leave this person, I'll not have any person in my life. Where will I go on to? What will I do? But Spirit is saying, why are you asking me all of those? You already have those answers. We already gave you the answers. We already gave you the map. You already know it. You instinctually know what you should be doing, where you should be going. You're not doing it. This, oh, I don't know, it's because you don't want to. It's not because you don't know. Ignorance is not the excuse. The excuse now is just your lack of commitment in taking the necessary actions that will lead you to growth. Because you've outgrown your comfort zone. Like, you've outgrown your comfort zone. This relationship was a comfort zone for you. You've outgrown it. So when you leave, because it feels like you're saying, so what will I do if I live there? Oh, this is almost like you have so many questions. Like, what's these questions you're asking? You're asking them just because you want to continue to confuse yourself. Like, you already have all the answers. You're moving away from what you used to know, who you used to know. For some of you, I'm seeing travel, like actual physical travel in place where you have to change. You're living. For those of you that have not left your hometown, this Leo season is going to give you the opportunity to actually make that transit. You are going to be moving. You are going to be moving away from home. You are going to be moving away from a place where you've overstayed your welcome. You are going to be moving from a place that was comfortable for you. So for some of you, that's a physical space. For some of you, it's physiological and physical. Meaning like you actually have to like move away from people and interactions. The way your social environment needs to switch up. Okay? For some of you, this might be a boss that sees you but the person doesn't appreciate your worth. Like, if you were to work in another organization, you know how well you'll be remunerated, you know the benefits you'll be receiving, but your boss doesn't see it, despite asking for promotions, opportunity, nothing. So Spirit is saying, what are you still doing? Okay, so you're moving into this space where you wouldn't need to ask for anyone's approval. Like, you see yourself, you recognize yourself, you see what you're capable of, you see what you're capable of bringing to the table, you see how your contributions make impact and how they influence change. Okay, so you'll be seeing all of those, and that's really, really what Spirit wants for you. This Leo season, you're going to end up, I don't want to say alone, but you're going to be in a space of solace, in a space of seeking, like, can I have my quiet moments, me to my thoughts? And you're not in that space because of crisis. You're in that space because it's a choice. You're coming back to loving yourself. You're coming back to pouring into yourself. You're coming back to being compassionate with yourself. You're coming back to ask yourself, like, okay, what are kind of things I want to do in life? You know, you're coming back to that space of really seeing your inner child, talking to the 3-year-old you, the 5-year-old you, like, okay, what are the things we can do to have fun? Do you understand? Like, what are the things that make us happy? What are the things that we really want to do? What were the things we said we were going to do before we became 5, 6, 7, 8, when the world told us that those things were not possible, or we couldn't do them because they were just not, they didn't make sense. So now you're really coming to that space where you're like, you know what, fuck all of you. I'm comfortable in my skin, I'm comfortable in who I am, I'm comfortable in my knowledge of myself. Okay, so end of Leo season is bringing you up. End of Leo season, and even a year from now, that's what, because they drew my attention to the 12 months again. End of Leo season, by the end of Leo season, you would have, if you truly want change, if you truly want to grow, you have the opportunity to really cut off this situation and move on. And at the end of Leo season, you'll be in a better space, you'll be in a different space. But you'll be in a space whereby you are not looking for anybody's approval. You don't seek external validation because you recognize yourself. You don't have expectations of anybody, only expectations from yourself. You don't seek anyone's approval. You don't need anyone to co-sign you. You don't need anyone to recommend you. You don't need anyone to compliment you before you feel good. You don't need anyone to tell you, oh, you're beautiful, before you know you're beautiful. You don't need anyone to tell you you did a great job before you know that you did a great job. Do you understand? So end of Leo season is going to bring you to this place of self-assuredness, where you can sit on your tushy and you're like, okay, this is who I am. I know who I am. I know what I can do. I know what I can bring to the table. I know how my contributions, I know how I contribute. I know my worth. I know my worth. That's very important. Knowing your worth is very important. Okay? So at the end of Leo season, you're really going to come into the space of, okay, I'm glad I left that situation, because now I'm really just getting back into myself and I'm loving this for me. And then in 12 months time, you're going to see all this growth. With 12 months time, it's that's going to be like before Leo season next year. So as we are rounding up Cancer season next year, entering Leo season next year, you're going to be a different person, grown, trust me, matured, wiser, more in love with self, more confident, very bold, very bold about what you can do. Like you don't even mean so. So it's almost like this is a spoon, right? Yummy honey. This is a spoon. Everybody knows this is a spoon. As children, we teach them, okay, what's the spoon? What do we use a spoon for? We use it to eat, we use it to take up stuff. I don't use a spoon. Well, can I use it? Can I throw a spoon? Yeah. But can I throw it as an arrow, or can I use it to kill something? No, I really don't. I'm not even sure I can use this to kill an ant. Can I use this spoon to see? I can't seriously. Can I breathe with this spoon? Maybe I can use it as my lungs. I can't. But the spoon does that mean the spoon is useless? No. It just means I'm the one not putting the spoon to use in the way it should be. So that's it for you, my beautiful Libras. At the end of your season, you realize that most of the time, like, you've been in spaces where they could not even pour back to you what you were pouring out. You were in spaces where you were not seen for who you were. You were in spaces where you could not be acknowledged because you could not even be seen or be recognized for the value you bring to the table. So now you are going to sit on your own table. Yeah, baby. You're sitting on your table for what? Okay, so let me tell you. Not to predict doom, but a lot of you already in relationships, even committed relationships, even marriages, if you are no longer in alignment, you are going to be discord and there's going to be a break. If you are being true to yourself, if you are being true to your person, if you are being true to your inner child that was there before the partner ever came into your life, because in the end it's only you've got. If you are being really true, you know that marriage is not working anymore and you're just trying to stay because of the children, but it's not worth it. Because the children, they see you killing yourself, not making the choices for yourself. If you are not making the choices that support your growth, that support your happiness, that help you to be a better person, what do you think your children are learning from you? They are learning to negate, they are learning to repress their needs, they are learning to repress their needs. to maintain peace, because that's what you're doing. See, the truth about parenting is your children, what the impact of. And before you start saying, oh, you're not a parent, you've never had a child, you don't know, blah, blah, blah. I'm a parent. I have many babies. I'm trying to look for a book now to show you. Maybe if I find it after I'm done, I'll just pin it in the description box. Children, like the greatest impact of a parent on a child, it's not necessarily who you are. It's not what you can provide for them. It's not putting them in the best schools or buying them the best books, or putting them in best schools helps. What is most impactful, what your child remembers, they are the things you do. What were those things you did? Things you do with them, things you do for yourself, things they see you doing in the family for others, how they see you showing up for yourself. Those are the things that impact your life. Because by